Now, as a chef, how would you reach out to those publications? You said don't be afraid to reach out to the Good Food Guide or to any other publication. So, what do you do? Do you just send them an email out of nowhere? How does that work?
Look, the way that these guys work is that they want to know everything. They want to know what the news is in food. They want to know, what's the latest that's going on. So if you've got something interesting, you've got something different, this is, okay, I'm going to put that together. I'm going to take a few photos and then I'm going to send it away by email. All the emails can be found on the internet. There's no one hiding. It's actually not a big process. It's just about whether you're interesting enough to write about. So think outside the box again when you're going to send away your application to these publications.
Okay.
Because they want to see something different, something new, but it has to be interesting as well.
Yes.
So it's got to be a story to it.
So if you do send an email, and as a chef you might think, oh, this is interesting, and I've been a chef for the last 14 years now, and I've never gone a write up out of these publications, but I keep sending them stuff and they never write about us.
Yeah.
There is no personal vendetta against any chef or any restaurant. It's just about maybe whatever you're sending them, maybe it's not in their pipeline today.
No, definitely. It's about whatever they're writing that way.
Yeah.
Out of the 7 places that I've consulted for, they've only written up only 4 of them. It's just not a guarantee.
Yes.
It also depends who they're writing up that week. Maybe they put George Columbaris and Gary Megan in that week.
Yes.
What do they need to write about me for when they got those guys in there?
Yes.
It's not about lessening yourself or anything like that, but that's just the truth of things. Like, where you're in an industry that has become very, very overrun with celebrity chefs, and that sometimes is going to take priority over what you're doing.
Yes.
So maybe send it again.
Yeah.
You don't have to just send it once and they ignored me and give up. Never give up.
Yes.
Just keep going. I think before I ever got my first write-up in The Age, I probably sent it to them 4 or 5 times. And then eventually they were like, oh, hey, there's someone doing something different. And the more contact you have with them, the more you keep in touch, the more you up-to-date them on things, the more rapport, the more relationship you build with these people. So
yes.
That's
and
what I
then
would
and
say.
just don't. I know we're emotional. Everybody is emotional. Everybody has some kind of this emotional
attachment to their business.
Attachment to their business, attachment to themselves, attachment to whatever has been going on around them. But it's at the end of the day, it's not emotional. It's you're doing this for business. I know when you're passionate, and chefs usually super passionate, but you also gotta think in a way that how you can turn the table to your side.
Yeah.
And that way you learn you can be persistent, but not annoying.
Yes. There is persistence, and then there's obviously annoying people.
Yes.
Maybe.
So how do you know being persistent and annoying? How do you identify between those two?
Persistence and annoying. I would say, look, I don't know what's annoying to these guys. Maybe I was annoying to these guys. I've got no idea. But the way that I would say it is if you've put everything together and you've got everything for them to see, and you're not hearing back from them, and you've read their write-ups, and you've read their publication that week, and maybe it wasn't that, maybe you thought, well, yeah, I could be in there, just you could just keep trying, and eventually try someone else. Try Broadsheet. Maybe Broadsheet will write about it first. If Broadsheet writes about it, maybe the agent will pick it up. Try a different avenue. Don't just keep going back to the same thing.
Yes.
Try something different. Try something new. You don't just repeat yourself every day.
Yes.
That's the worst thing for a chef to do.